Hi everyone. If you watch many of the videos on my channel, you know that they are dedicated to either adult acne, treating adult acne, and or dealing with hyperpigmentation, which is the result of previous acne and sun damage. So in today's video, I just want to review some products that I mentioned in previous videos and also introduce a couple that I think are contributing to part of my regimen in a positive way. In terms of topical treatments, I mentioned sulfur as a treatment for adult cystic acne in one of my previous videos, and there's this Clearasil brand, adult tinted acne treatment, and it has 8% sulfur. I find this to be very effective. I use it overnight on a developing cyst, and I think I've even used it during the day, but I find that it interferes with makeup a little bit. It's tinted, so it will keep the redness at bay, but I especially like it at night. The sulfur does not smell too bad, as you might think sulfur would, and I really douse not just the spot, but the area around the spot. And that's something that I learned from Goss makeup artist. If you go to his channel, he has a video on how he treated his acne, and he followed the acne.com regimen. And one of the things in that regimen is to use a benzoyl peroxide treatment, and I don't follow that treatment or line of treatment per se, but it is to use benzoyl peroxide. This is Clearasil 4 hours vanishing cream. It has 10% benzoyl peroxide, and if you look at other products, this is probably the highest percentage of benzoyl peroxide you can buy. And like Goss makeup artist says, and is in acne.com's treatment regimen, is to apply a whole finger length full of the treatment to the affected area. So again, not just on the cyst, but the surrounding areas. And if you do it every night, you will see a noticeable difference. Now, my challenge with benzoyl peroxide is I do believe it contributes to hyperpigmentation. I do believe that it works so well, maybe that it leaves some scarring behind. So now it's great at treating active acne, but you've got the remnants of that to deal with. I have hyperpigmentation anyway, but in terms of effectiveness in treating active acne, I think this is good over a long period of time. This works faster, in my opinion. I mentioned this in a previous video. This is Glycolics Elite 20% treatment pads, glycolic acid. And I use this on my face. They look like Stridex pads, the little rounds, and they're saturated in glycolic acid, 20%. I've used this all over my face when I've had a breakout or just every other day. It is not a great feeling. I use it at night, and it leaves your skin feeling a bit tacky. In terms of effectiveness, I have mixed feelings about this. Glycolic acid in particular, or just in general, I think is effective, especially the MD Forte line. I've used that before, and I think it's more effective than this particular line, just in my opinion. So I've used the 20% glycolic acid cream from MD Forte, and I feel like it's worked better than these pads have. So I'm almost done with them, obviously. So I think they're okay. They don't do any harm, but they aren't working as fast as this. I use them in conjunction, and I think it's a pretty good combination. One thing that I bought for actually scars on my leg, like little nicks from shaving and stuff like that, is Mederma. And actually it was the knockoff Mederma. It was Walgreens version, and it was on sale. And if you're familiar with Mederma, it comes in a tube like this, and it's a clear gel that comes out. It's not sticky at all, and it instantly sinks into the skin. I used the whole tube in a couple of weeks, and I saw immediate results on the scars on my legs, the fresh scars. Now, I have some very old scars that it admittedly says, you know, in terms of the product, that it's going to take a while to treat those, a couple of months, I think it was. So I went back to try and get more of the generic Mederma, but it was not on sale anymore, and the customer service agent at Walgreens suggested bio oil. I don't know if anyone's ever used this. It says it's also effective for scars, stretch marks, uneven skin tone, aging skin, and dehydrated skin. Applied twice daily for a minimum of 3 months, and you can use it for when you're pregnant to help prevent stretch marks. The active ingredients are some sort of a proprietary oil called Purcellin, Purcellin. Really means nothing to me. So I have the box, and you know, the main ingredient is mineral oil. I'm actually really not impressed with this in terms of treating scars. I know some people use this for scars on their face too. I didn't buy it, and I'm not using it for hyperpigmentation, but I can see it might work if you have very new scars. I think it would be good as a general moisturizer. It is quite oily. I disagree that it sinks into your skin right away. I can feel it on my legs at night, and it's quite greasy. And I think for the upcoming winter months, if you live in a harsh climate, this could be good for you know, windburn and you know, cold weather on your face, and just getting those dry patches. I think it could help, but I'm really disappointed in this. I want to go back to get the Mederma and work on the scars on my legs. And I know people do use Mederma for hyperpigmentation. I'd be curious to do that as well. The last thing I want to talk about is something to do internally for your acne, and I do believe that there are things you can do topically, and also things that we need to do internally. And one of them is, this is a packet of vitamins. It's called My Daily Dose. My Daily Dose is the actual brand, and it comes with 5 pills. You take 1 packet a day. They're gender neutral, so if you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. And I don't have the box with me, but what they contain are high doses of vitamin A, and as we know, retin A contains vitamin A. Accutane contains vitamin A, so I think there's 200% of your daily recommended dosage of vitamin A in here. There is a mega dose of vitamin E. There's mega doses of the B complexes. So I know B is for energy, might also be for skin, but E and A, I think they've certainly helped. I remember when I started taking this like 5 years ago, I noticed a considerable difference. Now, not so much. I'm older and my skin has changed, so maybe it's just not reacting as quickly. But I take this as a general supplement anyway every day, and I do feel that almost like when you get a B shot, you know, you get that energy. And I think overall this is a good product. So that's something I'm trying to do internally to keep my cystic acne at bay. I think lastly, also, if you are taking some form of birth control I think, is it estrogen that's in the birth control pills? That has helped me a lot in the past, but I am currently not doing that. So that's something you might also want to consider for hormonal cystic acne, is to get on some form of birth control, and you have to find the right one because they have different levels of whatever the hormones are, to find the one that might fit you. Some exacerbate acne, and some can help your acne, and some I know have no effect on some people at all. So anyway, that is my review of some of the products I've mentioned in the past, and my general review of the bio oil. So if you have any comments or questions about any of these products, please let me know, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.